What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Tiger Division issue number 3 as we continue on our story with our South Korean superhero team. They most recently went to go investigate a gem that had been stolen, not understanding what the significance of this gem is. We see that Tai is slowly beginning to learn that this is deeply rooted not only in his childhood, but in his origin story on how he got his powers. In this issue, we are going to learn exactly how Tai got these powers, and what is so important about the Psylocke gem. Now make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, with the rest of Tiger Division back at the headquarters, Lady Bright had a conversation with Tai prior to him leaving, not knowing where he was going, but what she does know is that he was acting very odd. Pulling out one of her cards, it gives her a location. She enlarges this card with her power and she hops on it. This card is telling her that Tai went to the MTO building. As she takes off to investigate what is going on, we pick up with Min and Tai. Min, once upon a time, being the best friend to Tai. In their childhood, they pretty much ran a street gang together. Now, Tai had believed that Min had been dead for many years. But the truth is, years ago, he had faked his death. He took on a new name, and now MTO, this is his corporation. He built all of this, and it all started back in the day, back when they were nothing more than a couple of kids with a few other individuals starting a street gang. He has built his empire, the one that Min and Tai together had planned to build. But this is what takes us back to 1978 in Seoul, South Korea. At this point, they're a little bit older. They have been working for a while to build up their organization. They have been running guns, they have been doing all kinds of stuff. And while they're not at the top of the food chain, they are definitely making their way up it. But as Tai and Min sit down with their crew, they discuss the next job that they were about to do. Some kind of project that has to do with the US government. Something is being created, being made with military grade materials. Believing that this stuff could easily be worth tens of thousands of dollars, they plan the heist. Outside the building later that evening, the crew gets ready to move in. Tai going in with Min staying behind and being the lookouts. This crew is able to make their way inside the building. They distract the guards, they use the opportunity to get inside, and they see some kind of giant machine. Not really sure what this is. It definitely looks expensive. As they get wrenches and screwdrivers, they start trying to dismantle this so that they can take it out in pieces. But we see Tai go over to a specific area. He's trying to do something. That is when the table latch grabs him. Not really sure what happened or what they just did. Tai finds himself stuck to this table with this giant weapon now activating and pointing directly at him. The alarms going off, the crew gets spooked. Every single one of them. They leave Tai behind, apologizing to him but not wanting to get caught themselves. They leave him behind, and the guards, they come into the room, telling Tai to shut it down. There is nothing that he can do. He doesn't even understand how this thing had activated. Now finding himself in the crossfires of this weapon, we see it load up, tears coming down Tai's eyes. It hits him with a huge blast of energy. This is the moment that everyone believed Tai had died. After Tai's supposed death, there was a security camera that had caught Min. It had caught his face and they tried blaming him for everything. And so shortly after this, he devised a plan to fake his death. But what they did not know is that Tai was very much still alive. The next day, in all that destruction, they carried out his body, transformed way more muscular than it ever was before, and now imbued with a brand new power set. This is all because of the Psylocke gem. That power was channeled into him. At the time, Tai had no idea that this is what gave him his power. In fact, Tai is learning right now, this is how he became who he is today. But Min has been doing great research on that moment. He has learned that that gem, it is in fact an Asgardian artifact. Loki had stashed it in Korea centuries ago, but he never returned for it. It had lied dormant in a museum until they identified it and took it as their own. This is when Tai goes ahead and he asks Min, if you knew all of this information, why did you wait so long to contact me? He waited because Min wasn't ready yet. This is when Lady Bright and the rest of Tiger Division, they are able to get comms inside of MTO. They are watching their surveillance. They are watching the conversation between Min and Tai, with Min letting us know that at first, he really didn't believe Tai's superhero act. This wasn't the Tai that he knew. He knew that it was a sham. He knew who Tai really was. Now, Tai became a different person after he got his powers. After learning everything that he has, he knew what they were doing was wrong. He wanted to take a different path. But Min has set all of this up. As we see Tai being imprisoned in some kind of device, we are seeing that Min is activating this weapon, and his intention is to take this power from Tai and give it to himself. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is pretty much the origin story on how Tai got his powers. We had gotten a little bit of an origin on where he came from, where he was born, who raised him. But we are seeing that he got his powers from an Asgardian artifact. This is what turned him into essentially the South Korean Superman. And while Min has the intention of taking these powers as his own, it's definitely a possibility, but I don't see it playing out the way that he would like. Hopefully in the next following issues, we're gonna learn more about this gem and what its true potential actually is, where it comes from outside of Asgard, what was its purpose, and why did Loki decide to hide it in Korea? What is so significant about this gem that Loki felt the need to store it away for centuries? But also, it's seeming to be an almost insignificant gem because Loki forgot about it. Now that's the story that they're telling us. He may not have forgot about it. There may be other circumstances that we are unaware of. But as we venture and try to learn exactly what is going on and what this gem is, but now we know exactly where Tai got his powers. It's going to be interesting to explore what kind of powers it actually imbued him with. And what I mean is, has he reached the full potential of his powers? Or is there untapped potential that he is unaware of? Could Tai become even stronger once he has learned the true origins of this gem and what the purpose of this gem actually is? Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Tiger Division, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do any of this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.